So as you guys know, Lumion Legacy has released some quality of life features in the game in the past that just makes the gameplay less frustrating to a lot of people. The biggest thing that comes to mind is now if you put boosts on, it'll say how long you have left on your boost in the bottom right. It used to not do that, but it does now. There are definitely a lot of things in this game that would definitely benefit from a new quality of life feature just to make things a lot easier, because there's a lot of things in this game that I find a little bit frustrating, and it would require an easy fix if this game did release an update to make it better. So I do want to talk about some quality of life features I have thought of. So if you guys are excited, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So since we were just talking about quality of life features to boost earlier, I sort of want to bring up another thing that would make life a lot easier. And this was actually implemented in some features, mainly in like areas in events, but in the main story you don't see as a whole lot. I'd like there to be areas that if you are in, all your boosts get paused. And I'm talking mainly places that you can't really get into like a whole lot of battles, so like it'll be impossible to get XP in these areas or find wild encounters to like make like the XP points, and also your gleam roaming chance completely useless if you're in these areas. Again, there have been events in the past that will pause your boost if you're in certain areas, like for example the Sweet Retreat. If you're inside of the Sweet Retreat restaurant, it actually pauses your boost because you can't get into any fights in that area. So I'd like to see places like Lumion centers actually like pause your boost in the game, and there's like lots of other places to make this better as well. Like for example, if you're in a battle theater, it can pause your boosts but maybe not the XP points. Like some places could have certain boosts be paused, but certain boosts be unpaused. The next couple of these things are going to be relating to the Lumion boxes in the game, or the Lumion care, I guess it's called in this game. There's definitely a lot of flaws with how the Lumion care system works in the game. I think the most obvious thing they could add is to be able to like move boxes in the game, since as of right now, you can't move your boxes in the game. Like if I want to like move this like Halloween box I have and like make it like one of the first boxes that show up, I can't do that unless I decide to move every single Lumion I own here into the first box. Like it'll be pretty time consuming to do that, especially if you really enjoy like organize your boxes in the game. I do think that'd be very useful if you could actually move your box in the future. The next thing is a much easier way to actually look for specific Lumions in a box. Like let's say for example I want to look for a Boonary in my box, and I know I have one somewhere, but I have 50 boxes. I have to look through all of these, and you could even have up to 100 boxes in the game. So imagine having to like look through all these boxes to see which Lumion is not grayed out. Like it does make things a little bit easier to search for a specific Lumion, but it would be a lot easier if there was like a way to like instantly find this Lumion. Like let's say like how Pokemon does it. Like if you search for things, you can like look at each box individually and like see which boxes are grayed out, and if a box is not grayed out, that means the Pokemon is there. Or also how Pokemon Home does it. If you want to like search for a specific Pokemon there, you can just see a list of not even sorted in the boxes, just instantly see that Pokemon you're looking for. I'd like to see that in Lumion Legacy, just so it's a lot easier to find specific Lumions in the game. Let me know what you guys think about that. And the next thing is something that Pokemon Sword and Shield have done. I'd like to see that in the game, but portable boxes. I think it'd be really cool for me to like be like outside, not close to any boxes, but like I could still like have like a box option like right here, and I could like click it and my box would show up. That would be very nice, especially if you're like hunting in the game and you find a very rare Lumion and you sort of want to look at it, but it's in your box. You don't really want to waste that boost time. Personally, I think this should be added. I don't think that this should be a feature that everyone should have. I feel like this should be a good game pass. Like maybe for like 100, 200 Robux, you could get a portable box in the game. And I feel like this would be like a little bit too useful, and like it would sort of like make it feel like there's not much of a reason to go into the Lumi Center at all. So I think if it would cost a little bit of Robux, that'd be very nice. But the only issue I had with this is that if you put Lumions in boxes, it actually like heals them up to like full health. So if you had a portable box and your Lumion is almost dead, you could just put them in the box, and there would be no use for like potions and antidotes and stuff. Those would be completely useless. So I think to solve that is to make it that boxes don't heal Lumions. This would be especially useful for like harmonized Duskits if you want them to be fainted. So like you can use one of your Lumions to like help patch encounters if your Duskit doesn't do that. And that's what I personally do. I have a dead Duskit right here for my Iguana to like fight things. If I wanted to put that Duskit in the box, it would heal it up and I'd have to try to get it killed again next time I want to use it. It was a little annoying. So I think making it so the boxes don't actually heal the Lumions, that'd be nice. And to make it that the Lumi Center still have a use, you know? Since we were talking about sorting and stuff, I want to say the same thing for items. I want there to like be like a way to like sort these items in the game, because as of right now, they're just sorted of the oldest things you've had in your inventory are the first thing that show up, but like the newest things you got are at the end. I think it'd be nice if there was a way to actually sort these things, and maybe like different ways to sort them as well, sort of like how Pokemon does it. Like maybe you could sort these alphabetically, quantity or maybe by type. So if you had like a lot of items that like have the same purpose, for example, all these essences, if you sort them by type, they'd all be next to each other. Or maybe you can sort them by quantity. So if you have like a lot of one item and you're trying to like look for that, it would be at the top. But an item you know you only have one of, it might be at the bottom. I feel like that'd be a much better way than how we have it right now. And it can be like kind of hard to like find certain things in our items since we just have so many now. The last thing I have, this one might be debatable, so let me know if you guys like this idea or not. But the last thing I have is like a skip cutscenes feature. This would mainly be for people that aren't really too interested in the story or have already played the game on a separate account, or if they end up making like new modes for the game, like how they did with his Brick Bronze with like a randomizer mode. Like we would have already played the game, so what's the point of like doing all like the story stuff and cutscene stuff again? So I feel like maybe somewhere in the settings there should be an option to like skip all the cutscenes and all the story stuff and like just play the game. I personally do like the story and cutscenes, but like, you know, I know that not everyone does and people are just trying to get to the game quickly. And of course people that have already played the game before on a separate account, or people that have started a new save file on their account for some reason. Might be nice to have a feature like that, but I feel like not everyone might agree with that, so let me know what you guys think about it. But yeah guys, that is pretty much every single quality of life feature that I have thought of personally. If you guys have any quality of life features that you guys have thought of, let me know in the comment section. And maybe I might make a part 2 to this if I have enough ideas. But if you guys are watching this in the first couple of days I made this video, just note that I'm going to be doing a Rainbow Vari giveaway on Saturday on stream, and in a couple weeks I will be doing another one on Twitter. Just want to remind you guys that that's going to be like a big thing for you guys since Rainbow Vari is pretty rare. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But that's about all I gotta say to this video. So until next time, goodbye!